Welcome back, everybody. This is Sam SolBright from awakendeeperwithin.com, and we're going to dive right into this quantum energy report here on the Love and Science channel. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being open and for receiving all of these codes that are coming through stronger and stronger and stronger, as I always mention. July, the week of July, the last week of July, is bringing forth a lot of newness. So for those that may or may not know, today is actually Galactic New Year. So happy Galactic New Year. When I was tuning into the frequencies for this week and this day, there was a lot of newness, rebirth, reset, revive. And there is a lot to this. When we talk about new earth, everything has to be renewed. When we say new, it is because everything has to be brought to a new level. Everything has to be recreated. Technically speaking, we cannot bring any of the old into our new. That's why it's called new. The energies that are coming through are assisting us in seeing, feeling more of the heaviness. Anything that is heavy, anything that is not in alignment with our soul light is technically considered old. It's part of the old systems, it's part of 3D, it's part of a lower level of consciousness. And so everything has to come out to the surface. You are not going to just land on new earth without becoming it, without rebirthing it within yourself, without you actually clearing yourself from the old and allowing the new to come through. And so there are many, many phases, or there's many, many levels to this. This is why it's a process. It's a constant process. And so as you continue to feel the old, as you continue to see, hear, everything, you are going to level the field. So another thing that came through was 0 point. At some level, we have to return to 0 point, where everything gets cleared from within ourselves to actually rebirth. So we're still going through a lot of death and rebirth cycles, which is a continual thing. We're going through a lot of template wipeouts, which is you clearing yourself at a deep cellular level, and all of your old ego selves, your identities literally get wiped out. And that is important. Your ego does not like it and doesn't want to, it fights this whole entire process. And so that's also really important for you to open up to and really start to feel. The challenge is that your ego does not want to dissolve. It still wants to hold on to the old. It still wants to it wants to hang on because it cannot perceive anything outside of itself. So as you open up to all of this, you are going to start to feel that rebirthing yourself, opening yourself up to all new is a really important part of the process. Will it still be emotional? Yes, there's going to be a lot of grieving to do. There's going to be a lot of anger to feel. there's going to be a really wide range of emotions to feel. And this is just a really normal part of the process. This is part of you clearing your slate. This is you part of clearing the template, the 3D template that was held inside of the body, allowed us to function from the head, the linear head, the logical, the linear, the logical, the separated aspect of ourselves. And so as you start to rebirth yourself, you are going to become the person that you're going to become a different person. And you're going to start to function from a completely different space. And this is what's also important. That is why the grieving phases are also pretty huge, because of the person we thought we were was something someone we were attached to. We were attached to identities. We were attached to the personality of the ego. And as the ego dissolves, all of that dissolves too. What's important to recognize is that when and as you continuously allow this process to occur and unfold for you, you're going to fill yourself with your light, and you're going to start to open up to a whole new personality within yourself. You're going to start to rebirth yourself as a person that functions more from the heart, the higher heart. You're going to start to create a new reality from your higher self aspect. You're going to start to see things from a much, much, much more expanded space. You are no longer going to feed into the ego. You're no longer going to feed into the fear, the lack, the judgment, the shame, the guilt, all of these things that we all lived by. And so it is literally like a rebirth, rebirthing ourselves, like as if we were just coming out of mom's womb. It's bizarre. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty strange. It's pretty crazy. There's gonna be a lot of experiences where you're not gonna be able to really know what to do, what to think. You're just gonna be kind of like, this is where when we start to rebirth ourselves, we start to birth ourselves as Christed, crystalline beings. This is the fifth dimensional space. This is the being state. So just like a child, when the child is birthed, when the child comes out, it's in the being state. It just sleeps and eats and just it's not in the doing space. It's not in the doing state. It is in this pure being state. It's exactly what will happen when you rebirth yourself. You will now then be in a much more peaceful space. You're not gonna be asked to do anything but just be. That's literally all you have to do. Just open your heart, keep opening up your heart, and being with the birds, being with the butterflies, being with the trees, being with nature, and this whole new appreciation comes through. You are seeing everything almost like for the first time. You're seeing everything with eyes, with pure love. You're seeing everything through the cosmic lens of purity. You're seeing everything with so much gratitude and so much appreciation and peace and beauty and blessing. You no longer revert back to feeding into the fear or feeding into the lack, because you start to recognize that there is none. And if it comes up, then you honor it and you deal and you feel and you dissolve it right there on the spot. There's no waiting anymore. So as we continue to navigate the last week of July, as we continue to open up for the Lion's Gate, the serious passageway is what we're moving through, up until the Lion's Gate portal. And so allow yourself to really honor this phase and this space, because it will propel you into the rebirthing yourself as the lion that you are. The courage, the boldness, the confidence is going to pour through. It's going to come out of you. But it's a process. It's a stage. You're going to be able to move much more smoother. You're going to be able to move much more confidently. You're going to be able to move as your higher self when you allow yourself to rebirth, come rise from the ashes, cross the rainbow bridge, all of these things. And so allow everything new to come through. Allow yourself to rebirth. Allow yourself to open up to all new ideas, new possibilities, new realizations, new revelations, new opportunities. Everything in your reality will continue to show you if you open up to it. Because at some level, we all have to reconstruct our entire reality from a completely new space. And you will be gifted many opportunities. You will be gifted many new ways in which to live, and in which to exist, in which to function, in which to receive, in which to be more creative, in which to be of service that is not compliant with the old. So it does not conform with the old. But our linear minds cannot see that. So if you continuously stay stuck in your linear head, linear mind, you are not going to be able to see the myriad of ways in which you can now start to function and live from. So really, really important to continuously open up and feel, open up your higher heart, open up to see more, so that you can continuously realign your reality in the highest way, in the soul aligned way. And so, of course, there's always much more, but I'll wrap it up with a few reminders here. There is nothing to fear anymore. Not to say that fear won't come up, because it will. This is about every fear coming up to the surface. This is about every old limiting 3D belief system coming up to the surface in your reality for you to feel now. Your fears have to be felt. Your fears have to be seen. You have to see them. You have to own them. You have to honor them. Because underneath the fear is freedom. Underneath the fear is your light. Underneath the fear is a portal into the new, into new earth, into your newness. So continue to open up, continue to allow your light to come through. The more you feel everything with your entire body. And as you do, you are going to build the courage and build the confidence that you already have inside, that will allow you to take the first step. Just take the first step, and then you'll take the next second, and then you'll take the next, and then you'll take the next. We're all going through a lot right now. We will continue to go through a lot, because we are in a massive acceleration point for every single person. Obviously, everyone will feel it differently. keep focusing on yourself. Keep focusing on your journey. Everyone else has their own journey. And we just have to keep honoring and respecting that and focusing on our journey, because the more that we do, the more we're going to be opened to, or the more we're going to be able to support others, the more we're going to be able to see and understand a little bit more, understand other people's choices. And that brings, that allows you to be able to recognize what your role is and how to support them. So again, keep going, keep opening up, keep feeling, know that you're not alone. If you would like to receive more one-on-one support or group support, you are more than welcome to reach out. I'm going to put more information below, or you can just go to awakendeeperwithin.com, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.